It's heading right for us. It's already here. Ah, Clownado! Whoa! Hi, I'm Clowny Quin. If you haven't already figured it out, today I want to talk to you about Clownado. Oh my gosh, where did it come from? There are so many clowns. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I saw the movie Clownado. It was sent to me by the director, Todd Sheets, and I'll say this was my very first Todd Sheets movie that I had ever seen. So I'm definitely was in for a real treat. And I think if you haven't seen any movies by him, this is an excellent one to start with. I'll give you a little bit of background if you're unfamiliar. Todd Sheets is extremely well known and has a pretty big cult following, especially for having movies with like ridiculously teeny tiny budgets, and he uses mostly like really special, not special effects, uses practical effects for like all the gore and guts and like ooey gooeys that happen. And oh my gosh, there's so much in this movie. Oh my gosh, I have so many things to say. So, Clownado, by the name, you think it's kind of a ripoff of Sharknado, which I will admit I was a little bit disappointed because in this movie, you know how something I did kind of want just because I kind of wanted the ripoff of Sharknado, where there's a big tornado and it's filled with clowns instead of sharks, you know? Unfortunately, you don't get that in this movie. However, what you do get is so much more. Oh my god. Okay. So the movie starts out and it feels like we're in like a noir film, like back in the times, and everybody's like, you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes, see? You know, like talking like that kind of thing. So it's this girl and this guy. And they're clearly talking about running away together. Like they're gonna go, and they were part of this like gang, and they're gonna be leaving. They're gonna be going off together, running away, and the girl's clearly cheating on this other guy. And so the guy busts in, and he's just, you know, with this amusing talk, once again, like very film noir kind of thing. And he's just like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And she's like, you would never nothing. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. And it was, it was so funny. Like, I was like, is this a period piece? And I didn't know. So, he finds out that her and her lover were gonna go steal his money and bail. So they decide to shoot the lover, and to torment the girl, they drag her out into the circus, because apparently these people own a circus, and they take her top off and they make her do this humiliating like balloon pop game where they put a balloon on her titty, and then like stuff gets thrown at it and it pops the balloon. It's like, oh no, boobies. So this circus that they have is for adults. It's supposed to be after, you know, like at night where there's no youngins, and it's like, you know, meant for the more adult, like kind of fetishy crowd. Sounds like my kind of place. And so the girl gets away, and she ends up going to like a fortune teller witch kind of chick, because apparently they have one of those in this circus. And she's like, I want to get revenge on them. So she has the lady cast a spell, and it's full of hatred, and it's like, fill it with hate. It kind of felt a little bit like it was the emperor being like, let the hate flow through you kind of thing. And so she's all mad and like shaking her fist, and then with the girl and the witch lady, they make this hatred spell or whatever, like makes a tornado, and it sucks up the bad guy, the guys, you know, and his cronies that were going to you know, take over the circus, and they killed the guy. So like they get like swooped up Just like, oh, okay. I guess I should also mention that they're also clowns in the show. I kind of forgot that. Okay, so they're clowns, yes. They're dressed up as clowns in the show. And the main guy actually looks really good in clown makeup. I'm like, ooh, hey. I think his name is Big Ronnie. Pretty sure that's his character's name. So anyway, then it just changes. So the girl, like, leaves. She's leaving. And it switches scenes. And we come upon a guy with a cowboy hat, a Elvis impersonator, a stripper, a teenage runaway, and this random creepy guy that we don't quite know who he is yet. So they all band together. They just come upon each other in ridiculous, crazy, random happenstance. And then the girl who helped cast the spell, they all end up in the same diner. And then the tornado comes, and it zaps the clown guys, like there. Bam! And so then they start killing people in the diner because they want to get to the girl. And, you know, the whole time, the girl and the, you know, Big Ronnie, or, you know, the main clown guy, they talk to each other in, like, that old-timey speak. They're the only ones that talk like this. So, like, in my mind, I feel like they're just kind of stuck in their own little world, and everybody else is like, what's happening? There's a lot of random boobies. Apparently, in Todd Sheets movies, like, it's all about the boobies. So there's a lot of topless, you know, if you're into that. A lot of random topless action. So basically, the clowns are trying to get the girl, and they end up killing a lot of people. And it's very squishy, gut, slimy. I love the sound effects. And so, yeah, like the little team, the group, the stripper, Elvis impersonator, the trucker, wanted cowboy guy, the teenage runaway, they end up, like, they're trying to run away, and they keep getting followed by the Clownado, because the Clownado is like the transportation device of these crazy clowns. There's also a girl clown, a clown girl, in the group of evil killer clowns, and she is actually awesome. She's very cute in her clown makeup, but the best thing about it is that she takes off her top, and you see her boobies, and then her boobies become these, like, little rawr monsters with, like, sharp teeth, kind of like evil Pac-Man kind of thing it made me think of. And that's my favorite death in the movie, is that, like, her boobies are like, rah, 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 and they eat this guy, or they chomp it, rah, 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 rah. It was crazy. It was so crazy. So our little ragtag team of misfits end up meeting up with storm chasers, and nobody is fazed at all that there are clowns involving in this. They're just kind of like, we're gonna get the tornado, and then they decide they're gonna blow up the Clownado, and that somehow that's gonna fix it. Okay. So yeah, that's the basic story of Clownado. It's crazy. I definitely recommend it. It is currently, it is not available for everybody yet, but they're doing screenings of it. I am going to have a few different listings at the end of this video where you can see it if you're watching this in a timely fashion, of course, the summer of 2019. And if you want to check out the other dates for the screening where you can watch it with, like, the director and, like, some of the traveling other people that are involved, you should totally do that. That would be awesome. I'm pretty sure the movie is going to be available to everybody, I want to say September. At least that's what I was told by Mr. Awesome, Todd Sheets himself. I actually stumbled on this movie. I had no idea that this was even a thing. I found this out when I was at Spooky Empire back in March. I had just finished talking to the guys from the Terrifier movie, you know, Art the Clown, woo. I was just talking to them, and I was coming back to my booth because I had a booth at that convention, and I bumped into this guy named Douglas Eeps. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And we bumped into each other, and he was like, I love your clown outfit. Can I take a picture of you? And I was like, sure. And then he was like, I'm involved with a movie called Clownado. And I was like, what? You need to tell me more about this. So we exchanged information, and then he got me in touch with Todd Sheets. So that is how I came upon Clownado. super fun. I can't wait to check out more Todd Sheets movies. Have you seen other Todd Sheets movies? Are you excited to see Clownado? Let me know in the comments because I want to hear all about it. And what other movie of his would you recommend for me to see immediately? Alright. I guess I'll see you next time. Try not to get blown away by a Clownado. Ah!